Hey guys, I was having to get calm. It's been one of those mornings. Um, as the description says, this will be the final stream of any of Giant Software's farming simulators. Um, I don't know what's going on with my FS15. Now it won't even load up. And communicating with Giants is like talking to a retarded 6-year-old. The PlayStation says that the application needs an update. And it's been saying that ever since the last PlayStation update, which I believe was 5.0 or something. So, don't know. Giants tells me that the game should operate properly, that it has to be a PlayStation issue. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with my FS17. But now it won't go past the loading screen before it crashes automatically. Let's see here. Oh, hey Beast. I'm trying to get chat up. Been hacked. I don't see how. I don't see how that's a hacking issue. Unless it's a bad, yeah, get an Xbox. That's where your hacking will come. They allow all kinds of unapproved content on there, just like PC. Sorry, dude. Been there, done that. That's what I think has happened on the PS4. I believe one of the last mods that were put up has an issue with the game that Giants missed, which sort of ticks me off, but it is what it is. Oh, you were asking about that, you were asking about the combine. That's an in-game combine. It's the Neva. Let's see. We'll look at it. Well, it's not really a vanilla in-game. It's a Rossel Mash. It's made by Rossel Mash. It's an older model combine, and Giants put it out as part of their classic pack for FS15. I put it on there just for a change of pace. I think it started me off with a New Holland. And you know me, dude. I can't stay very long with most of the starting equipment. Oh, I hear you. Give it time. It's only a matter of time. And it also depends on the games you play. I know guys that's already had their Xbox hacked, but they're playing, oh, what's that stupid, it's some kind of like dragon game, what I call a magic sword game. I can't think of it. But yeah, I'm gonna call it quits, because it's aggravating playing this one after you've played the new game. There you go, you can see the style for the forage silo that's been put out. You can see it actually came from Farm Simulator 15. It's not an original skin. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Well, the only game it's Farming Sim's not the only game I play. It's the only game I streamed. I've been thinking about branching out, but didn't know if anybody would watch some of the other stuff I do. Plus, it's nice to do a game like this, where nothing really changes that often, and everybody pretty much sees what you see. I don't believe that field's going to mature. Let's see, what's the buttons I need? That's not it. That's not it. That's it. Remembering the buttons on here is a pain in the butt too. Let's see. I got plant growth on fast. Let's turn the. That won't work. Time scale. Let's turn the time scale up. See if that'll get the crop to mature. Hell, I hate to disappoint. I mean, I got more subscribers now than what I figured I'd have. Just being on here goofing off. And I'm real thankful for those guys. I really am. I like it when everybody watches. It's no big deal. I like having y'all in, but yeah, I'm just going to call it quits on the farming sim. I can't figure out what's going on. I even tried to start. I tried to start Sosnovka this morning. The first time I started the game, it loaded up. I'm like, well, okay. I think it's a mod, so I'm going to experiment. I was going to start Sosnovka with no mods whatsoever. It wouldn't load the map. It crashed. Try to reload the game. The loading screen came on. It crashed. And it's just that game. That's the that's messed up. Farming Sim 15 works. My Elite Dangerous works. My Grand Theft Auto works. Every game I got, all 109 games I have on PlayStation, they loaded this morning. Farming Sim 17, crash. I can't figure out what the issue is. And all of my stuff is digital downloads. So, you know, that's where Giants is telling me it must be a PSN, thing that they'd had outages. Now we're mature. Cut the time back down. I mean, I get where Giants is coming from. If it's just one or two people's games that are crashing, then it's not a software issue. It's got to be some kind of issue. Can't be just a PlayStation issue. Now, the PlayStation Network, they've had issues over the last couple of weeks. Damn, that thing's loud. They've had issues over the last couple of weeks, but their issues, I say, are... I'm sorry to insult people. I'm an old guy. I'm not very PC. But the issues that PlayStation are having right now is a bunch of retards, if you ask me. Uh, People that don't know that when a new update for the PlayStation software comes out, that you have to accept the terms. Yeah, those people, they're having all kinds of issues. You got to accept the terms of the software, therefore you can sign into the network. Well, I could see what you're saying. It could be because of digital games. Yeah, but wouldn't you think that if it was because of the digital download, if it worked at all, it would continue working? That's what I'm looking at. One thing I have noticed over the previous, see, I've had this PS4 since it basically came out. Well, new PS4, but I've had a PS4. since they came out. What I've noticed on my digital downloads is usually when we have a system software update, most of my games, have an update too. Giants has not released an update since the last PlayStation update, and it's the one not working. But by the same token, if you use that logic, this game shouldn't be working either because it hasn't had an update to it in over, oh Jesus, a year and a half. So I don't know. I'm at wit's end. Ignore Nightbot. I didn't turn him off. But there won't be any more farming on this channel until probably March. And in March, Pure Farming comes out. It is not made by Giants, thank the Lord. This is not my first go around with Giants. I screwed a PC completely to crap with Giants. Well, I can't blame that on Giants. It was with the mods. So I don't know, man. I really don't. I'm at wit's end. I've done uninstalls. I've did reinstalls. I've did everything I can do on my end. And like I said, I can't get it to even load up. And it's aggravating because I know if I do an uninstall, if I uninstall the game, I lose all of my save data. I could back it up on a flash, but the problem is with that, it might be corrupted. And if you take corrupted save data and put it into a new install of the game, then boom, you're right back to your crash issue again. So if I uninstalled the game and reinstalled it, I'd have to be starting all over again from scratch. That's the part that gets aggravating. I mean, it's okay to start a new map and start at the bottom and work your way up. I enjoy that. You know, that's my style of gameplay anyway. Not getting in no big hurry and just doing what you need to do. But on a map that you've already put, you know, well, the two maps I was starting to run, I was going to run Coalborough and I was going to run Chellington, because I had never run them before. I've got a total of maybe 16 hours in on the two maps, about 8 hours apiece. I don't want to go back and start all of that. That's just, it's wasted time. There's a reason why us older players call this little tractor here the workhorse. The old 90 model Prestige Hurleyman. It's one of the most affordable tractors in the game. And you'll notice we didn't have an hour counter on this game when it first come out. So whatever your maintenance is on the tractors, it stayed the same. I thought about this morning just start doing FS15, but I'm like, well, it won't get a lot of views because it's dated. It's, you know, it's basically behind the times. then you got the learning curve. I've gotten so used to FS15 buttons, and all the buttons on here are completely different. I think this right here is one map that most players would like to see on FS17. And I don't know why it hasn't been converted over. And then yesterday I started noticing all the little subtle changes that were made, like in-cab noise. You get no dampening of the volume whether you're in cab or out of cab. I hate having to sit in my tractor and it run all the time too. Oh Lord. And I know it has to be a single, it has to be a single issue. It has to be an issue on my end, because all the guys I normally watch, they're still not having problems as far as YouTubers. Now I have noticed in their comment sections and in some of their streams, I've noticed in the chat, there are other people experiencing this crash issue with the game. Just not the guys I'm watching. So I can't figure it out. I can't put my finger on it. I mean, technically, I guess I can do a re-download of it and reinstall it. But if I do, I'm just going to play for enjoyment. I won't be streaming it because, in my mind, it will crash. It'll crash again. So, I mean, Bro was over here. Oh, hey, bro. I didn't see you even in there a while ago. Bro was over here last weekend. We were going to do some multiplayer, and I couldn't get it to work that weekend. And that weekend we thought it was an internet issue, because unfortunately we have Spectrum, and Spectrum was having all kinds of problems. So, you know, we just we blamed it away on that. Well, this weekend we're not having any kind of issues with internet provider. Well, duh, got a stream going, so there you go. I don't know. But I didn't want to drop it and have everybody out there that subscribes to the channel because I get emails every comment that's made. I get an email on the comments, so whether you think it gets saw or not, I see it. I didn't want anybody coming in going like, "Hey man, why haven't you streamed in a while?" Well, now you know. Our final stream is ending up here at Bjorn home on FS15. I don't know. I figured if I came on here and threw it out there, maybe some other people were experiencing crashes and we might be able to get our heads together. But I don't have a clue. Yeah, Beast, I used to do all discs too. I got tired of having to run to town every time I wanted a game though. 109 games, and all of them will load up and work perfectly with the, well, 108 of them will load up and work perfectly. The one that will not is the one I try to stream. That's just freaking awesome. But that's just my little rant for the weekend. I guess I've had two rants 2 days in a row about the exact same thing. Nothing I can do about it. It's just, it's just $100 down the drain. Why does anybody care about it? Oh well. But anyway, guys, may your grass stay green, may your corn grow tall, may your barley and wheat sway in the wind. JR here at Barn Home, wishing y'all a fond farewell and saying, y'all keep y'all's farming good and going. But we're having to call it quits. Crash issues. Things happened. Alright, guys. Until whenever next time may be, keep it green and going.